Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Nerd Collision. I'm Eddie, that's Ray, and that's Brandon, and today we are going to be reviewing episode 3 of Obi Wan Kenobi. Oh, look at that saber. I love
We get it. You're rich. Damn, bitch. Girl, she just had her birthday. She's like, oh, you thought I had one?
Oh,
I had
yeah.
two.
You know Ray always comes prepared, no matter what. No matter what. Oh, my
Rich
God.
fish. Okay. Come on, fancy.
Yes, absolutely. Alrighty, guys. Now, this is a spoiler review, so if you have not been able to watch Obi Wan Kenobi Episode 3, that's okay. Go ahead and pause, come back whenever you do. We'll be right here. Now, with that being said, let's go ahead and get started with Episode 3 of Obi Wan, titled Part 3. Now, Obi Wan and Leia head to Mapuzo, a once pastoral planet the Empire is now strip mining. He's trying to reach Qui Gon through the Force. Instead, he's confronted only with memories and visions of Anakin and the other tragedies in his life. Leia is more hopeful but knows little about the Force or how evil the Empire can be. On the Imperial side of things, the third sister calls Darth Vader himself. The Inquisitors are still fighting among themselves. The third sister and fifth brother clash over who gets to bring Obi-Wan's location to Vader. And in one of the episode's most gruesome sequence, we watch as Vader's med droids pack him into his life-sustaining armor on Mustafar. On Mapuzo, the contact who was supposed to lead Obi-Wan and Leia to safety doesn't appear. Instead, a miner named Freck, who is sympathetic to the Empire but supposedly kindly, picks them up. This turns out to be a trap, and Obi-Wan takes down stormtroopers at a checkpoint in a firefight. He's almost overwhelmed by Imperial forces when his real contact arrives, Tayla Darith, an Imperial officer now part of the Jedi equivalent of the Underground Railroad. She attempts to take Leia to safety, but Obi-Wan stays behind when he sees Vader has arrived on the planet. This kicks off a long-awaited confrontation between master and apprentice. Now, this was very interesting to see. I was really excited. I was kind of surprised that we got Darth Vader this early in there, but I was really, really happy to see it, to say the least. And before I forget, this recap was provided to us by Den of Geek. But with that being said, guys, what you guys think?
I love the episode. I thought it was fantastic. The only thing I wish that they had done in this episode was give us just one little flashback. But allegedly they're coming. So I'm still optimistic. I'm hoping, that we get something in the form of just like an Ahsoka acknowledgement. I know Hayden is supposed to be in the Ahsoka series. So we're going to get plenty of interaction between them. But I need it within this as well because she didn't just interact with Anakin, she interacted with Obi-Wan as well. And it would just be nice if like there was like subtle hints or just them talking conversations like that. But I enjoyed seeing Hayden, out in the desert with his cloak drag that he was wearing, staring off into the distance with his Fiji water. It was cute. It was cute. And he was just like, he just turned around. He said, "Oh, hey girl, what's up?" Like, it was cute. Other than that, I have no real complaints how they've executed this series so far. Also, that little mole ferret thing, I thought that was Seth Rogen for a second. I was like,
Same.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, the mouth is moving, but the lips ain't matching. I was just like, what is going on here? He was going, meow, 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 and yet words were coming out. I didn't get that. Maybe he had a translator on his neck or something. I don't know how the world of Star Wars works when it comes to aliens who don't speak, English properly. Even though he was, I was just like, okay, work. But the girl who played Leia, I just have to give her chance. Mama, you are an actress. You are an
Yes.
actress. I was like, yes, ma'am. You, you are a thespian. I
Hmm.
lived for it. She was very convincing, and if Carrie Fisher were alive today, she would say brava, brava,
Exactly.
because she has just embodied the character in her feistiness, because we know that's what Leia is known for. In her, especially in her youth, she was known for being feisty and always having the means to find an answer and a solution to the problem at hand. So and she covered for him even when he stumbled. As we remember when we saw them trying to do their little thing, he called her Leia
Right.
when he's supposed to call her Luma. And she was like, bitch, you fucking up the gig, girl. What are you doing, girl? And then it was just like so funny. But then at the same time, she was just like, okay, I got this. And it was so sad to see her be like, are you my dad? Like, she's like, I know I'm adopted, okay? She's like, I saw the Maury episode. It's
Oh.
fine, but where's my mom? Like, do you know her? And I was just like, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. But I loved it. I loved it from start to finish. And the contact, she's an interesting character as well. And surprisingly, Obi Wan couldn't. I mean, he had his little blaster, so he was feeling his Han Solo geesh. But I'm like, sister, we are in it. You have got.
Right.
Who cares? Who cares if he finds you? What they gonna do? Bop you? You're Obi Wan fucking Kenobi. You taught him, okay, how to pick up the blocks. What's he gonna do to you? You chopped off his legs and arms. What's he gonna do? Hit you again? Let's be clear about one motherfucking thing. In the New Hope, Obi Wan let Anakin kill him. He did not get
True.
bested. He let him kill him. He looked at Luke. He said, "Girl, listen, it's been fun.
Hmm.
I'm gonna eat some Cheetos in heaven. Peace." I get it. I get it. But he's always been that bitch. No one can deny that.
Right.
Which is why even like during the 7, 8, 9 phase of Star Wars, people thought that Rey was a Kenobi, because of how powerful she was,
Hmm.
at the time, like when they presented her. So yeah. So at this point in the series, I love it so much. I can't wait to see where they go with the Darth Vader scenario, and I'm happy to see James Earl Jones voicing him again. Child, that man is 91
Right.
and still collecting Disney checks. You
Come on.
work, sir. You work, literally.
Hey.
Like, give him his flowers now before he departs. Thank you. And that's all I have to say.
Another great episode I like, though, again, the pacing and progression of the story. Starting from the beginning, them waiting on the contact we didn't show. I did something where they being set up again. But,
Hmm.
story carries on. We see the stormtroopers hitching a ride. It was nice seeing them, even though, they're the bad guys, just like seeing them just like have like casual conversations, stuff like that. Like seeing them in that type of setting is always kind of like interesting. Then we got the driver who was a sympathizer, and I don't know if he was a sympathizer because he really believes in the order. He just just out of just keeping his own saving his own neck or whatever. But
Right.
trying to he was suspicious of them when he got to the checkpoint. Like I said, what Obi Wan is going through is like I said, like this is like PTSD. It's been with him all these years. It hasn't gone away.
Hmm.
The little actress who plays Layla is amazing. I like her, even though I feel she was doing too much in episode 2. I like her. She does encapsulate that spirit of what Carrie Fisher brought to the character at a younger age. And seeing him, when the time came, to pick up and fight, even though he didn't use his lightsaber as a checkpoint, he has blaster, he has his moves. Let's say it's still like I said, I'm for me, like I said, it's really because we know what's going to happen to him in the future. He's going to live, and be safe. But him being hesitant, like I said, it's like I think it's like the trauma just is still with him, and I think like we got 3 episodes left. He's going to have
Hmm.
to come to some type of resolution if he's going to face Vader again before the series is over. I like, seeing the contact. She showed up and helped out. I liked her. I like the actress because she's in Game of Thrones. I like her a lot. I want to see more of her in the next couple episodes. Article is saying she was originally supposed to be a love interest for Obi Wan, but I guess they decided not to go that route. That would have been nice to see. Third sister continually is slaying it for me. And we see now with the Grand Inquisitor that are being gone, there's like this vacuum that's opening for to move up, in the order. She's going after it, and so is the other guy. So maybe another duel. Like I said, she got Grand Inquisitor by surprise, and for as far as we know, he's dead. So there's going to be like a vacuum of a position for them to fill, and they're both going to be going for it. So happy to hear James Earl Jones' voice again. I was wondering whether or not they were going to use James or just kind of like modulate Hayden's voice. But he's in the suit. That's him, Vader in full force. I'll talk about that in a moment. But it's nice seeing James Earl Jones. That's such an iconic character, a black person, now mind you. So seeing that was everything. Vader, I think he sees the ambition of Third Sister Reva. He can, if he can utilize that to get to Obi-Wan, then that's just Vader for you. He's going to play whatever angle he can to get what he wants. Now, speaking of Vader, like the expansion, what I love about these shows, The Mandalorian, Boba Fett, all that, you get like a bigger expansion of this world. Like we never really got to see Vader be. Well, we did, but like this, like it's like they're expanded upon that. Like his viciousness, like he went through the town. He pulled the father out the son. He killed the son. The son ran out. He snapped. Like, damn, this is really going down like that.
Yes.
Like the absolute ferocity of Vader and why he's such a revered character. And they did that. They went there with that. It was really exciting to see. And now seeing them finally, reunite again, you can tell, Obi-Wan has, like I said, he's not who he used to be. He's still traumatized and hesitant. Like Brandon said, like he is Obi Wan Kenobi, but at the same time, he feels such a level of guilt and responsibility for what happens that he can save his Padawan or his friends or his fellow Jedi from stopping this from happening. And it was also interesting that he was trying to contact Qui-Gon. If Qui-Gon had never took Anakin as a student, they all might be alive. That's another conversation. But going back to Vader and his absolute ferocity, like he could have killed Obi-Wan. Let's be clear.
Right.
He could have parted that fire like the Red Sea and just got him back and killed him. But he doesn't want to kill. He wants him to suffer because in Anakin's mind, he felt betrayed by the Jedi, by Obi-Wan. So him killing him quickly, wouldn't really satisfy him like that. He wanted him to suffer. But that gave an opportunity for Obi-Wan to get away. And I'm ready to see where this goes. Like I said, we got 3 episodes left. I want there to be another, clash between Obi-Wan and Vader. So I'm guessing after the series ends, they're going to wrap up wherever needs to be wrapped up. Because we know for Luke's entire life, even though Obi-Wan's kind of watch over him in the mountains, just kind of laying low. But before we get to that, I still want to see what happens in this space with Vader, with Reva, with Obi-Wan. And, one thing I also wanted to point out, too, with the show is, we have this takes place in between Revenge of the Sith and A New Hope. That window. And we see that some Jedi survived. So what I would like to see more of is if there are any Jedi's, where do we place them at? I think that's also very important too, because this story is, it pretty much is canon. It's like a telling of a story in between the time frame, but you can't consider it to be canon. And there are Jedi's who survived and who were out there. They were hunted down, but like when I think back to the original trilogy, we had 5 Jedi throughout the whole thing: Luke, Obi Wan, Yoda, Emperor Palpatine, and Vader. And I always wonder, like, if we know that people always speculate whether or not there were more Jedi at that time. And we know we have we have Ahsoka who was alive. We have the young Jedi who were scattered about, and they were kind of that's one thing that disappointed me with the continuation with the new trilogy, that there wasn't a
Mhm.
resurgence. That's the one thing I really wanted, was a resurgence of Jedi, and we never really got that. We just focus on these few specific characters. I wanted to rebuild, the Jedi Order. But that's
Right.
another conversation. But overall, again, I love the episode. I'm loving this. I'm loving the inner conflict of Obi Wan because it adds more to the story. So seeing that play out, and Ewan McGregor is an amazing actor who can do this so well, who's done such a great job as Obi Wan. I'm ready to see where that goes next. So I'm really excited to see. I'm hoping we can get a little bit more of Luke too before the series is over, and just like maybe if he meets Luke or not, because in the original Luke knew Obi Wan as old Ben. I mean, I don't think he knew him personally. So I wonder if they won't get a chance to meet face to face too before the series is over. But overall, great episode.
Absolutely. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, I wasn't expecting that to have Darth Vader come in so early, and he was very, very, very upset. The tone was very pointed. It was a lot of animosity, and I see his point, but it's still like woof, like seeing him,
He went all
drag. Yeah, like seeing him dragging that woman down the street, seeing him break that kid's neck, like he snapped fully and made no apologies for it whatsoever. And I was just like, woof.
Not one fuck was given in the Force that day, honey. Not one.
Darth Vader is the physical embodiment of fuck them kids. I just want to make that very clear.
Him and Willy Wonka, honey. Period.
Child.
Period.
Y'all saw what he did in Revenge of the Sith to them little kids. They said, "Oh my God, what are we going to do? There's stormtroopers everywhere. They're killing us. They're killing us, Master Skywalker. What are we gonna do?" He said, "Look at the flowers. Look at the fucking flowers. Wow, 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 wow." I was like,
My God.
and I'll tell you what, Darth Vader, you are a bitch. And I'll tell you why you bitch. You're a bitch because literally you knew the ship was going down with the captain, aka
Yeah.
Palpatine, and you said, "Oh shit, they about to win." You know what? Fuck him, whop, and you threw his ass over the damn ship. And then you're telling your son, "You were right about me, Luke. You were right." No, bitch, we were wrong about you, because if you were smart, you would have been like, as soon as you put on that suit, you would have
Yes.
you would have helped Samuel L. Jackson. You cut off a black man's arm. We will never forgive you for that, by the way. And you had the nerve to kill him. Okay, you should have killed Palpatine and help Mace Windu. You did not do that. Therefore, I don't feel bad for your ass. That's why you breathe in through a damn oxygen tank that needs to be charged every 60 minutes, and that you can't even take more than 70 steps without them little enhancements that you use to walk around with. So fuck you. And fuck your drag, fuck everyone in your circle. I don't like you. And you was wrong for that. You was wrong for that. But don't worry. Don't worry. The afterlife has a lot planned for you. You thought you were gonna be young and handsome. They only did that for the Blu-ray cut in the early 2000s. Trust and believe, you're gonna look old and raggedy in the afterlife as well in the real life. I can't
Since you
believe
brought it up,
he
when
killed
is
them children like that. I was like, oh my God, we're doing this again. I said, it's the re-up, the sequel. I can't believe it.
now one thing I do want to point out, because like I said, as we talk about, like, the Jedi and where they all was at when all this was happening, it was never confirmed that Windu died. There's been a lot of speculation over the years whether or not he actually died. So would it be a gag if he actually showed up in the episode? That would be a gag. I'm not expecting it to happen, but that would be a gag.
Well, that's possible.
I will be here for it. I will be.
Yeah.
I will be. Wait, I got purple on this thing. Wait.
Not just switching to purple.
Hey.
Come on, Windu. Come on.
This is the perfect opportunity. Now, man, what's the director's name? Deborah. Listen, sister, you best have done that because that would be so much faster. Do you know the girls would shit? They would shit if they saw that. And don't be killing him in the same episode either. We need more. Marvel, get to the comics expeditiously because y'all handle that shit. Get to it. I need a backstory. I need to know what he ate. I need to know where he slept. I need to know what he did. Did he have any offspring? I need to know what happened to Mace Windu because ain't no way he just got tossed out a window and that was the fuck it.
No.
He is smart. Did y'all not see that he literally fought robots with his bare fucking hands in the Clone Wars?
Yes, I need that translate to live action so bad. Oh my god.
Girl, he gave you Goku Ultra Instinct realness, and y'all could not take.
No.
And y'all said we have to get rid of that black guy somehow. So y'all tossed him out the window. Shame on y'all.
Yeah. It was the only thing they could do.
Y'all knew he would have tossed Hayden Christensen by his short locks and throw his ass out the window if given the opportunity.
Dead ass. And would have made no apologies for it whatsoever.
Right. And then they're trying to make it seem like Reva is after Vader's Grand Inquisitor spot. No. She wants the whole motherfucking cake. She's tricking you. She gonna chop off your little Nazi helmet, no shade, and then that's it. It's a wrap. Well, as soon as you say, "Oh, you're in charge of the girls," she's gonna go boom and kill your ass right there. It's over. It's over. Y'all hear it all the time in the compilations. You should have killed me when you had the chance. Y'all should have killed Reva when y'all had the chance. And y'all, and she's playing y'all like a fiddle. Watch. Yeah. Mama's gonna get to the top, to the moon.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Alrighty, guys. So just to wrap up with this episode, now where we left off, Anakin is full of hate for Obi-Wan, saying, "I am what you made me," and throwing Obi-Wan into a pile of burning slag so that Obi-Wan can feel what it was like for Anakin on Mustafar. Obi-Wan narrowly escapes through a combination of Vader's own desire to kill him slowly and Tala's intervention. However, Tala going to help Obi-Wan means no one is there to stop the third sister from capturing Leia. And that's where we leave off in this episode. So, guys, what'd you think?
Child, that girl is stupid. Obi-Wan told you he got this, and he said, protect the girl. Did he not say that, y'all? Right before he went out and did his hero shit? Okay. And what did she do? Did the complete opposite. Girl, we know he was going to live. Do you think he's that stupid to get himself killed just so that old robot can feel better about himself? Girl, bye. That's fucking Obi Wan Kenobi. He may look all battered and look like Mr. Krabs after a bad shift at the Krusty Krab, but guess what? He's still a bad bitch. He could have handled it himself. He always has like a little last minute trick anyway. He's like the Tony Stark, okay, of the Star Wars universe. Y'all are so stupid. You talk, I have to save him. Pew 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 pew. That wasn't necessary. You just made it worse. And now she's gonna get snatched up. Mr. Organa don't have his daughter, and now Reva's gonna get what she wants.
Right.
Dumb.
Yeah, it was predictable, but I understood it for the sake of moving the story along. We know that's going to happen to Layla. She's not going to die, so it's going to be interesting to see where this goes next. The planet, I believe, is locked down, so they're still there, and now they can't leave, or if they wasn't way to escape, they have to go back and get Layla again.
Right.
So we can see how that comes, how that plays out. again, I would be here if they have another showdown. Like I said, wherever inner conflict he is going through, he is going to have to resolve it to save Layla. Especially if he has to go against both Rava and Vader at the same time. Now that would be a gag. Um, but again, I'm loving it. Hopefully, that woman can back him up. So they're going to have to go after Rava again. Do we have a quick healing or treatments you need to address his wounds if he has any? But yeah, I imagine it's going to pick up after this. Um, again, Rava playing her position well and playing her strategizing well. She has Layla now. I'm going to use that. Now, what I am interested in is seeing if they're going to have Vader and Layla in like the same scene and interact in some type of way. Even though he didn't have any idea until much later on that that's his daughter. Because in the original, I'm thinking about to A New Hope, they were familiar with each other. Like Layla knew who Vader was, so I'm interested to see how that plays out too, and if the senator's gonna probably try to send reinforcements to try to help them or whatever. But I'm interested to see where the story is going to go. But I think it's going to pick up a lot more with these next 3 episodes.
Alrighty, absolutely. Yeah. I'm wondering. I wonder if Reva's going to bring Leia to Darth Vader, and
Right.
wonder what that situation is going to be like for them. But yeah, this was a really, really fun episode. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, this is I'm enjoying the series so far. It's been a blast, and I'm really liking it. I'm liking what they're doing with it. It's really fun. So with that being said, guys, before we wrap up, any final thoughts?
Yeah, all you racist bitches coming after my girl Moses Ingram, y'all can fucking eat a dick and die. I don't give a fuck about you motherfuckers. All of you are racist pieces of shit, and you deserve nothing in this world. The fact that you even have internet is questionable to me because y'all are bum ass bitches sitting on your ass like cavemen, going ooga booga, talking to this girl crazy like you know her. You don't. She's an accomplished thespian. She's worked with the likes of Denzel Washington. She has Yale under her belt. She has so many accomplishments under her belt. And y'all talking about her acting is wooden and that she cannot fucking act. You don't like Reva? That is the fucking point of the show. You're not supposed to like her. You're supposed to hate her like y'all hate Cersei on Game of Thrones and her incestual ass. I don't get why the fuck that you always have to open y'all motherfucking mouths and talk all this shit to black women, especially black actors in general, and think that it's okay and that they're just diversity hires and all that shit. Do you hear y'all motherfucking selves? I cannot wait, and I hope that there comes a day that there is a law that can stop you bitches from saying shit like this because it is absolutely absurd. Y'all should lose y'all jobs for saying some shit like this to people and thinking that it's okay to go back to sleep at night. I don't even know how you sleep. You call this girl the N-word. Y'all call her a monkey. Y'all call her like I said before, diversity hire and all these other things, and say that she can't act in it. What can you fucking do?
Oh,
Other than get on your knees for your man that you're hiding from your wives and your children, because we know y'all do the bending. It's always the closeted queens who are always talking all this shit. Always the people who hate gay people. Y'all a bunch of neckbeard bitches. Yeah, I called y'all neckbeards. And all you white Caucasians who have a problem with Reva, you have a problem with me too. Sister, I stand by you. Do not listen, acknowledge. I know you said you're built different, bitch. Well, guess what? I'm built different too. I'll beat them up for you. You do your thing, and I'll whoop their ass. I don't give a fuck. Y'all can take that as a threat. I don't care. I am sick and tired of the racist bullshit within the Star Wars fandom. Y'all are too old. Hear me. Yeah. Too old to be doing some childish ass shit. For real. It's getting aggravating. And honestly, if I saw y'all in person, I would hit every single one of y'all.
Yeah.
I would be a one-man army for Moses Ingram because how dare you? How fucking dare you talk to her like that? If you can appreciate Star Wars, especially at this point in time, it is 2022, and y'all calling people the N-word and monkeys still? Mm-hmm. Childish. Anyway, like I said, I stand by her. She's practically one of the most um intriguing villains I've ever seen throughout the franchise thus far, up to date. Star Wars needs more villains. They be killing them like in 1 to 2 movies every single time, and we don't get that depth and that emotional attachment that we do like what we had with Vader and stuff like that. So I find her very interesting, and I don't even want her to die in this series, even though she might. And I'll be okay with it. But at the end of the day, um, I find her character interesting, just like how you guys should find any other character interesting if you're a true fan of the show. I'm just tired of the bullshit racism, and it needs to stop. And like Ewan said, if you're not with her and you don't like her performance or whatever, you're not a Star Wars fan. So fuck off.
There you go.
To piggyback off what Brandon said, everything and more. I'm so happy to say to see Star Wars and you and speaking up for her. It's not enough that we speak up for ourselves because we've been doing it forever, and we need allies, white allies who will to speak up for us too. So I was really happy to see that. The woman is a Yale graduate, a thespian. I mean, you people couldn't even grab, probably couldn't even afford to go to college. I mean, we even with financial help. Let's just be clear. And you're attacking someone of her caliber. I mean, the absolute most. But like I said before, this speaks to a larger issue, not just with black people in these types of positions of like, if people they find it so odd or strange to see black characters in sci-fi and fiction and fantasy. That's why I said we need more. We need more black witches, wizards, Sith, Jedi, magic users. I mean, whatever, demons, whatever. We need more of it because it's such a ludicrous idea that this property only belongs to white people or white males. 30 and 40, you're not really doing anything with your lives, but yeah, you're talking down to a woman opposite Ewan McGregor and Hanny Christian and the like, and her she has, honey, you would never in your lifetime financially match her, socially match her. What are you doing? Be quiet. But like I said, we need more fictional characters, black fictional characters in these positions because we're not going anywhere. I mean, look, if you actually look at the comics, look at fictional characters, um, we're everywhere. We're not going away. This is our space too, and we have every right to be here as anyone else of any color. But yeah, racist trolls, with the courage to say that through technology, we're not really worried about you. Star Wars ain't losing money over you. The checks are cleared. The show, the first episode had what probably was the biggest opening of any show on Disney Plus.
Right.
Honey, Mickey left all the way to the bank. Y'all can just be mad about it.
As Goofy said, yuck, yuck. Bitch.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I stand in full agreement with my fellow panelists. The toxicity in this fandom, you guys got to find something to do. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you. Yeah, I really don't know what to tell you. I don't know how you're going to adjust your settings because, like Ray and Brandon said, we're not going anywhere. And you're going to see more color. You're going to see more black. You're going to see more brown. You're going to see more everything. So you're going to have to learn how to deal with it. Okay? You can cancel your Disney Plus subscription. That's an option if you're that hurt by it.
Mickey won't care.
But no, because we'll still be here and we'll still be watching and we'll still be cheering everybody on. And you're just going to be mad about it. So, if you don't like it too bad, scratch your ass and get glad because we're not going nowhere.
Period.
And that, Brandon and Ray said everything. I really don't have much more to add. So, with that being said, guys, we'll go ahead and wrap up right here with our review of episode 3, part 3 of Obi Wan Kenobi. Please remember to like and share on your social media websites. Comment below. Let us know what you guys thought about this episode. Also, please remember to click the bell button for notifications whenever we have new video on our channel. And also, please remember to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. But once again, guys, I'm Eddie. That's Ray. That's Brandon. We are Nerd Collision, and we'll see you guys here next time. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Love you, Moses.
The force is with you, always.
You ain't getting that album anytime until that baby is 2. So you might as well go watch our videos and subscribe. Yeah, you're not getting that album. I don't know why I keep asking. You're not getting that album. Stop asking her when it's gonna come out. You're not getting the album until the baby is 2. Or maybe 1.5.